Kill. Jim.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that run.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And this one complete to Smith. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
At the Bills' 10-yard line.
50. Hey, Foxtrot.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. On play action, Allen. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. 21, it's 2nd and 10. Allen throwing again. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with a former Jaguar. It's TJ. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle. From midfield, here's Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, but now it's 3rd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Throwing is Allen on third. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. On second down, Samuels. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Trying to get to first with Samuels. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On first down, it's Samuels. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 55 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Complete. Smith has it. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Roethlisberger will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific on EA Sports. Now Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target there was Jason Kroon, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Allen. Open man here is Foster. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018 and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. On second down, here's Yeldon. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's complete to Croft. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. And able to find John Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Allen now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. So the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. Into a double team and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that's complete to Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Draw play. This is Yeldon. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Roethlisberger now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we were... And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Play action. Now it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run with Samuels, pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they... Any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He finds Yeldon. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Matt Milano coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
to try and throw on third down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his first NFL reception, goes for 6 as his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
77.
Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Sanders. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From just shy of midfield, Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the grab by Croft. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Let's go.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward, he's the
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Samuels again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he's got the 1st, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run on 1st down. Snell. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. On the carry, it's Samuels. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll run with Samuels. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Like 80. 58, come on. All day, just like that. Just like that.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 15. A minute 37 remaining. Their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cole Beasley the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Complete. Smith has it.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's going to let it fly. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Allen going to go on 4th down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Black 20.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Roethlisberger. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance.